Yes. So you have a very practical view of what is an exceptional service. Can you tell us what's the components and the rituals that the Supernova Advisor does?
Okay, so the competence would be that they would have to be a good financial planner. Okay, so that's the skill, that's the competence, that's a surgery that you need to be able to do. So if you had a problem with your, and you needed a heart transplant, you'd go to the best surgeon. You wouldn't go to the person with the best service. But if they happen to have good service at the same time, that would be delightful, right? My brother had an operation, had prostate cancer, and his doctor was fabulous. And Rick referred everybody to him because he was such a nice guy. Bedside manner was unbelievable. So that's what you have to be good at what you do. You have to be good at financial planning. You have to understand asset allocation. You have to manage risk properly. But you can also be great at service. And great at service means you simply are a good listener. And that when you talk to your clients in these 12-4-2s, you ask them, what's on your mind? Before we get into the agenda for today, what's on your mind? Because they may be worried about something, or they just had a new grandchild and they want to tell you all about it. So the idea is that you are empathetic listener as well as competent in your own skills.
The 12-4-2, it's a process where how it works.
Well, 12-4-2 came from our clients. We surveyed our clients and asked them what they wanted. This was 1994. So they want more now than they did then, but this is still our minimum level of service. So we asked them what they wanted, and they said, we want to be contacted every month. We want 4 reviews, and we want 2 of them in person. And so we said, we can do that, but we couldn't do it with 640 clients, so we had to bring it down to less than 100, and then we could actually deliver that. That's about 5 a day for a 20-day month. So that's 100 clients. And that's about the maximum you can have. You can have more, but then you got to work nights and weekends, and most people don't want to do that. Okay.
So you have to work with the segmentation, the Supernova
you got
way
to segment.
of doing things.
I was talking about we're having a webinar on the 20th of July with a guy named John Cunningham out of Louisville, Kentucky. He works with UBS, and he's been a client of mine since 2014. And he's probably one of the finest financial advisors I've ever encountered in my 50 years in the business. And I'm going to be interviewing him and asking him about everything that he does, very much like you're interviewing me. And he's particularly efficient. Okay, he's a very efficient guy. So when he's set out initially to bring in $10 million new dollars a year, and then the next year it was 20, and the next year it was 30, and the next year it was 40, and the next year it was 50. So he's continued this process of increasing his goals every year. And somebody said, well, he must have too many clients then. I said, no, he's still got 100. He just brings in more assets, and he brings in bigger clients, and then he reassigns his smaller clients to other competent people, either on his team or outside of his team.
Gostou desse vídeo? Então quero fazer um convite para você conhecer mais da Apollo. Entre no site www.apolloinvestimentos.com.br/vencerapollo. Preencha o formulário que nós vamos bater um papo para você entender como a gente pode ajudar você a crescer e ser um assessor melhor, beleza? Valeu, pessoal. Um grande abraço.